I love to connect with humans, and I also love to see people bloom and blossom. Also, personal growth and spiritual growth, transformation, evolution, these have just been main topics of my life. And there came a point where just naturally I dropped into wanting to share my knowledge, wanting to create a space to share and to learn from each other and to grow together. My clients tell me that I'm really straightforward, that I have a very direct approach. Right after high school, I went to Ibiza, Spain, to live in a cave for 6 months. I really wanted to try something different at that time. I grew up in Germany in a really rich society, and I had the feeling that everyone was just rushing, working a lot, wanting to maintain a certain standard of living. And I just wanted to experiment what I really needed in life. And what I found out was that I didn't really need so much to be happy. So I think that was a big step for my path of freedom and self-efficacy. So after that, I stayed in Ibiza for 7 more years. In the winters, I spent time in India. I built businesses. I built a performance company. I built a fashion company. I was a designer, CEO, etc. And after a few years, I just wanted something new. So I went to LA and studied acting. Then I went to Berlin to continue so, and then to Salzburg in Austria, where I ended up at the Salzburg Playhouse, both as a student and also as an actress, already playing theater. Those years were full of new experiences. On the one hand, amazing. On the other hand, very difficult. I was missing my life in Ibiza, and I came in touch with a lot of pain. And at the same time, it was like a spiritual initiation into yoga, meditation. I did my first yoga teacher trainings at that time, started to teach yoga, built a yoga school. So many things happened at that time. Yet a few years later, I left it all behind after I completed one project which was called Meet Factory. It was a music video. It had like a political statement. You can see that on my homepage, not on my homepage, but on my YouTube channel. And then I went to India for a few years, meditated a lot, met a lot of masters, went really, really deep into myself, and ended up meeting my husband, which was amazing because everything changed and a lot of stuff was allowed to come up, and we worked together a lot. And yeah, it's just an amazing relationship. And after some time, we decided to come to Germany and settle down here. And then I started to get into psychology and do my degree as a Heilpraktiker for psychotherapy, and studied family constellations, started with trauma therapy. And yeah, so that's kind of it in a nutshell. For me, in my work, I really integrate all these parts of me, like the theater, the psychotherapy, the spiritual path, the joy, the love to life, also the embodiment of spirituality, of love, of compassion. So all this influences my path. So it's hard to say I don't really follow just one school. I work with my intuition, with energy, with all these tools that I've learned, and also with what the client just brings to the table in the moment.